You reach the top of the stairs, grab the railing, and stand there catching your breath. And your first thought goes straight to your heart. After 60, it almost always does. But winded stairs usually aren't a heart problem at all. They're a leg problem. Your leg muscles have slowly lost power, so they burn through oxygen fast and leave your lungs scrambling to keep up.
This graph
Now, breathlessness while you're sitting still, or real chest pain, that's a call to your doctor this week. But plain winded on the climb? Before you blame your heart, there's a 10-second check on those same stairs that shows you which one it is. Think back a few years. Those same stairs barely registered. You went up with an armful of laundry, talking the whole way, and never gave your breath a second thought. Nothing about your heart has failed since then. What has changed is the engine doing the lifting. Climbing a flight of stairs is one of the most oxygen-hungry things your body does in an ordinary day. Step for step, it can ask for roughly double the oxygen of walking across a flat room. And the muscles paying that bill are in your legs, in your thighs and your hips and your calves. When those muscles are strong, they sip oxygen efficiently and hand the work back to your heart and lungs at a pace they can handle. When they have lost power, they gulp oxygen instead, and they dump fatigue into your blood fast. Your lungs suddenly have to move far more air, and your heart has to pump harder to deliver it. So you stand at the top, chest heaving, certain the alarm is coming from your heart. Your heart is only answering a call that came from your legs. And reaching for your heart first is not foolish. It is the responsible instinct, and after 60, it is the one we are all trained to have. So don't ignore that instinct. Just check it, calmly and honestly, before it runs away with you. The goal here is not to scare you off your own staircase. It is to hand you a calm way to read it. Two people can stand at the top of that very staircase, equally winded, with two completely different things happening inside them. One is having a leg problem dressed up as a lung problem, the kind you can fix at home. The other might have something that needs a doctor today. The good news is you can usually tell them apart, right there on the landing, starting in about 10 seconds. Those same stairs you have been dreading are about to become your testing ground. The check itself is simple. The next time you climb, go at your normal pace, no racing and no forcing. When you reach the top, stay put and read 3 things while you catch your breath. First, notice where you feel the strain. Is it mostly in your legs, a heaviness or a burning in your thighs, or is it mostly in your chest? Leg-driven breathlessness announces itself in your legs, and that is the reassuring pattern. Second, watch the clock inside your body. Within a minute or so of standing still, is your breathing settling back down on its own? Tired legs recover quickly once the demand stops. So your breath comes back within a minute or two and you feel like yourself again. Third, try to talk. Say a full sentence out loud, your address or a line from a song. If you can get a whole sentence out, even a little breathy, your air supply is keeping up with you. When those 3 signs line up, the strain living in your legs, your breath returning within a minute, and a full sentence you can still speak, you are almost certainly looking at a conditioning problem. And a conditioning problem is one you can fix from your own kitchen. For a huge number of people, winded on the stairs comes down to exactly that. It usually means your body has gone quiet from too many easy days, and steady practice can turn that around. Now that check is an indicator, not a diagnosis, and it comes with a firm override. A few signs mean you stop reading your legs and get help right away. If chest pain or pressure shows up along with the shortness of breath, or if the breathlessness comes with fainting, a cold sweat or nausea, treat that as an emergency and call for help now. That is a 911 situation, not a note to mention at your next appointment. If you get winded while you are sitting still and have not moved at all, or if your breathlessness is new and getting worse fast over a matter of days, see your doctor promptly instead of waiting. And anytime you are unsure, get checked. A 10-second read on your own stairs is a useful signpost. It is never a replacement for a real evaluation by someone who can listen to your heart and your lungs. When something in you says this is wrong, believe it. Once you know the pattern is your legs, better breathing can lighten the climb even before your legs get any stronger. Watch how a lot of us climb stairs. We lean forward toward the next step, shoulders rounding in, chin dropping toward the chest. It feels natural and it works against you. That hunched shape folds your torso shut. Your diaphragm, the big dome-shaped muscle under your lungs that does most of the work of breathing, cannot drop down and pull in a full breath. your ribs stay compressed. So instead of slow, deep breaths, you take small, shallow ones from the top of your chest, and you take them faster and faster. Each breath moves only a little air, so your body demands another one right away. You end up feeling far more winded than your legs alone would ever make you. Two things are now stacked on top of each other. Your legs burn through oxygen fast, and your breathing barely refills the tank. If this is already making those stairs make more sense, take a second to subscribe. Everything on this channel is about keeping you strong, steady, and living life on your own terms as the years add up. So let's turn that climb back into something you don't even think about. The plan has two parts, the same two we just pulled apart. Stronger legs so they stop gulping oxygen, and better breathing so your lungs keep up. Both of them start today, and neither one needs a gym or a single piece of equipment you don't already own. Start with your legs, and start with one move above all the others. The chair rise. Sit toward the front of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor and about shoulder width apart. Lean your chest forward, a little over your knees, and stand all the way up, ideally without pushing off with your hands. Then lower yourself back down slow and controlled, taking 3 or 4 seconds on the way down, until you just touch the seat and stand right back up. That slow lower is where most of the strength gets built. The chair rise earns its place because it trains the exact muscles a staircase demands, the fronts of your thighs and the muscles of your hips and your seat, through very nearly the same motion as a step. Do a handful to start, maybe 5, maybe 10, whatever you can manage with clean, steady form. Rest a moment, then do another short round. A couple of small sets a day is plenty at the beginning. If standing without your hands is too much right now, rest your fingertips on your knees or the armrests and lean on them a little less each week. And if you want one more move, stand at the bottom of your staircase, hold the railing, and step up onto the first step and back down slow and steady, a few times leading with each leg. None of this is about how you got here. Legs lose power after 60 mostly because we sit more and climb less, not because anything has gone wrong with you. Muscle answers back at any age, and it answers faster than you would expect. A lot of people notice the stairs feeling different within the first couple of weeks. Give this a few weeks of steady practice, and the flight that leaves you winded today turns into the flight you barely notice. Now for the breathing, which brings relief the fastest of anything here. 2 habits change the whole climb. The first is posture. As you go up, stand as tall as you can. Keep your head up and your shoulders back, rest a hand lightly on the rail for balance, and let your chest stay open so your diaphragm has room to work. Standing tall gives your lungs the room they need, while hunching forward takes that room away. The second is rhythm. Breathe out on the effort. As you push up onto each step, breathe out and let the breath come back in on its own as you set up for the next one. A lot of people settle into an easy pattern of breathing in for one step and out for the next 2. Try letting that breath out through gently pursed lips, the way you would slowly blow out a candle you don't want to put out. That small trick keeps your airways open a little longer and clears the stale air, so your next breath can be a full one instead of a scrap. Off the stairs, spend a few minutes a day practicing a slow belly breath. Sit comfortably, rest one hand on your stomach, and breathe in through your nose so that the hand on your belly rises before your chest does. Breathe out slowly through those same pursed lips. Do that for a few quiet minutes a day, and you are training the deep, steady breathing you want, waiting for you the next time you face a staircase. Even a few days of this can make your next climb feel less like a scramble for air. Put the 2 parts together and the whole picture changes. Your legs grow strong enough to sip oxygen instead of gulping it. Your breathing grows deep enough to keep the tank full. The demand on your heart and lungs settles back to something ordinary, because the extra demand was coming from your legs and your breathing all along, and now both can finally keep up. None of this asks anything heroic of you. A chair, a railing, a few minutes on most days, and a little patience. The strength you are rebuilding is the very same strength that carries your groceries up from the car, lifts you up off the floor, and keeps you in your own home, on your own terms for years to come. So the next time you reach the top of your stairs, notice what your body is telling you instead of fearing it. Check your legs, check your breath, and keep them both getting a little stronger every week. Before long, you will get to the top and realize you are not thinking about your heart at all. You are just climbing. If this helped those that makes it sense, There is a whole library of these waiting for you on the channel, all of it made to keep you strong and steady. I will see you in the next one.